Hey team, welcome back to the Pool Guy. Today, I'm just going to show you a few things about the lazy river. Now, there are many types of lazy rivers in the industry, and basically, what people don't understand or just don't realize is how the water flow actually is produced, right? So, what most lazy rivers use is what we call river motivators, right? And basically what that does is it's motivating the water into one direction. Okay, so this river, my river, uses what we call river flows. All right, so you see these two intakes right here. So we have water that's sucked in through here, goes to this box right here, right, and then it's spit out at that jet right there. Okay, now very simple. It actually has no head pressure, no vacuum, no heavy vacuum. What it is it's a boat propeller that's just pulling water from one direction and pushing it the other way. So there's no positive displacement on it, right? In the sense that it's I can put a pipe right on top of it and water will just flow regularly. It won't actually have a lot of pressure under it. It's just moving water right there. Okay. Some rivers will use a step. Right, so what happens is, like, let's just say right here there's a small step that goes down, and then on the other side, under the step, there's actually jets from water suction and pushing the water in one direction. Also, there's this one thing some facilities use called the torrent river. Schlitterbahn New Braunfels was one of the first companies that uses a big wall of water that's generated by just storing water and then releasing it into this ramp, and then the water pushes through and actually makes like for a really nice wave all the way through. Our walls are not built for that. This is strictly a true lazy river. You'll see that the river wall right here, it's not very deep. Right here is about what the water line is for our pool here, and then we call this the freeboard. Okay, you'll see that right here it's pretty high, but the reason we did that is because the river actually surrounds an island that we built up. Man made the island to have our kiddie area, so our kiddie area is all through that area. All right, another thing that we did, and most pools are built like this. This is a return line, so this is coming back from the filters. All right, and if you notice, the jet's actually pointing that way. Okay, so for most pools, we're going to have jets just like this. And what they do is you can turn them in certain ways to have the water flow throughout the pool in the way you want. So, for instance, if this was a closed-off pool, it was what we call a still water pool. We would put these jets in certain areas to have the water flow in certain directions, so you have consistent flow throughout the pool. For us, since we want the flow no matter what going that way, we have all the jets here. So there's one right there, there's one right there. It's actually covered by a bunch of leaves, but we have one right there, and they all flow in this direction for the water, so it creates that lazy river feel, right? So I'm going to show you the inside of this jet real quick. Okay, that's the inside of the jet. And all it does is direct water in that direction. But it does it evenly, and it makes it for a really good flow. So around my river, I have 16 of these. And it's actually by a company called River Flow. I'll put a link in the description so you can take a look at them. They actually make river motivators for backyard lazy rivers, right? Very simple. This one is you can see it's actually off the stand right now, but it's a 10 horsepower motor, and it pushes right there. There's the shaft coupler, and the shaft coupler goes down to the impeller that's underground. These grates right here, you'll see we've talked about the grates having to be a certain width apart. The sump has to be a specific depth for VGBA, and these of course are anti-entrapment grates, right? So we have these all around the river. I have 16 of these to push for, we've calculated it to be about 2.6 feet per second. Might be a little bit more, but right now when we did the calculation, it's about 2.6 feet per second. Well, anyway, that's how river motivators work. I will be doing a breakdown of these here very soon, so we can get into the motor on the impeller system on this, and hope that we can come up with some good content on it, right? Because there's a lot that goes into making these rivers actually work. It can be pretty difficult to make these work perfectly, especially when you got 16, right? It's just there's a lot of room for failure there. So anyway, hope you guys are doing well. Stay safe, and if I don't catch you before Christmas, happy holidays, Merry Christmas. See you soon.